Welcome to Geek Fandom Media. I'm your host, Chris, and you guys, we have some early, non-spoiler reactions for the Fantastic Four First Steps. Marvel must feel so confident in this movie. They are dropping the embargo today, you guys. It is Friday. We are still a whole week out from this film, but there are some early screenings as early as Monday because they are holding a blue carpet premiere for Marvel's First Family. Now, I'm excited. I cannot wait to really dive deep into this brand new universe with Marvel's First Family. I genuinely loved everything we've seen, you guys. And the more shots we see of Galactus and Silver Surfer, I am amazed. There's this awesome behind-the-scenes look at the Fantastic Four First Steps, you guys. It is just absolutely incredible. The craftsmanship, the artistic vision that really went behind this film. Matt Shakman and his whole creative team are just absolutely geniuses. The aesthetic, everything feels so epic. Like, I cannot wait, you guys. And the fact that, there could be some very high stakes by the end of this film. I mean, like, we can have an entire world just devoured by Galactus himself. Like, the stakes are high, you guys, and I can't wait to see this movie next week. I am super, super stoked. So let's jump into some of these early non-spoiler reactions. What are some people saying? So Brandon Davis, you guys, states, Fantastic Four First Steps is visually one of the best things Marvel has ever made. Parts feel like Interstellar and demand IMAX. Galactus is awesome. Silver Surfer looks really good. Visual effects were often immaculate. Cosmically and on Earth, Matt Shakman dropped a visual feast. He also states, Fantastic Four First Steps has a lot of fantastic in it, yet feels like it could be more. Visually, some of Marvel's best work ever, and more sci-fi than expected. Story didn't hook me as I hoped, but family beats land well. Action scenes are great. Wanted to love it. I liked it. He also states, the cast and characters work well enough in Fantastic Four, but Vanessa Kirby Sue Storm is the movie's heart and soul. Johnny might be my favorite character. I love to hear that. Also, shout out to Paul Walter Hauser for stealing his screen time and bringing a great energy to the movie. Andrew Salazar states, Fantastic Four is a story about family above all else. Where each member of the team is equally important, no one is underserved. The movie excels when fleshing out the various bonds between Pedro, Vanessa, Evan, and Joseph. The retro 60s aesthetic works on all fronts. Chris Killian states, Fantastic Four friggin' rocks. More than any Marvel movie before it. F4 feels like Jack Kirby's imagination brought to life on the big screen. Between this and Superman, 2025 might go down as a year movies finally embrace the wonderful weirdness of comic books. And I love the fact that they're embracing Jack Kirby's stylistic approach to the Fantastic Four, where you have the Eternals that kind of, veered away from that. They wanted to modernize it and move away from them. I'm like, you got to embrace that shit. That's what the source material is. That's what the comic book is. So I love the fact that Matt Shakman is really embracing that aesthetic and that visual tone that Jack Kirby created, with the Fantastic Four. That's really awesome. Anthony Gaglardi, the Fantastic Four is simply fantastic. Marvel's First Family shines with chemistry and charisma. Stan Lee would be proud. Visually, incredible. The Fantastic dazzle from start to finish. Ben Grimm brings the heart. Silver Surfer is perfection. Matt Shakman delivers one of Marvel's best. Daniel Bautista states, you guys, from the Movie Podcast, Fantastic Four First Steps is inspiring and the definitive take on Marvel's First Family. Matt Shakman redefines a new era of Marvel with an adventure that is cosmic storm of imagination and a future foundation for the MCU to build upon. It's a film proudly rooted in the comics and the spirit of the 1960s. Brought to life through gorgeous visuals and incredible performances, Michael Giacchino's score is triumphant and easily his best work in the MCU. Now, I heard a snippet of Galactus' theme for Fantastic Four First Steps early this morning, and oh yeah, it's menacing, it sounds threatening, and I am so concerned for this entire universe. I feel like they're about to get the worst of it. I mean, he kind of did spoil something for the film in a recent TV spot or whatever. They're like, oh, so how did you defeat, Galactus? And, seeing Reed just utterly in disbelief and just frightened, Ben Grimm steps up and is like, we didn't. And then Johnny states, but we will. And then, they show that whole encounter of them trying to negotiate with the Galactus. And what he wants is Franklin Richards, their child. Because he can ultimately create infinite universes that Galactus can feed on. He is an extremely powerful being, you guys. And Galactus wants that. He obviously made, a similar deal with Shalabal, the Silver Surfer. That's why she's working with him, to bring him universes he can devour, to kind of balance the scales of the universe, so to say. I am so fascinated, you guys. Some of these early reviews are most of these early reviews are very positive, really praising the aesthetic, the style, the family, Galactus, the visual effects. That's what, I was really hoping for. And I was really hoping for the story to connect and, having, Marvel's first family feel like a family and feel connected. And, I'm really curious to see how, they make it out of this film and how they're going to interact with other heroes from the MCU, with Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. Nothing has been talked about as post-credit scenes, nothing like that. And even if there are, I don't want to spoil anything. And I don't even want to know myself, because I want to go in next week, completely blind to, any post-credit scene that could potentially have, Victor Von Doom. I mean, there has to be a name drop. There has to, because the direct correlation and the relationship between Reed, they need that. It's like peanut butter. It's like a PB&J, right? You can't have one without the other, essentially, when you're trying to tell the basis origin story of these beloved characters. But I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about these early non-spoiler reactions for the Fantastic Four First Steps. Thoughts and opinions, you guys, let me hear them down below. And, of course, thank you guys for taking time out of your day for watching Geek Fandom Media. Peace.